Welcome in, everybody. Ty Bartell in with a coach's corner as we venture into the scarlet side of the MVAC. And it is Anthony Ragozine of the Mineral Ridge Rams. And Coach, how we doing today?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm doing well, and I'm sure you're doing well. Weather warming up,
Yeah.
season right around the corner, and I mean
Getting there.
excitement swirling. First and foremost, Coach, what we like to do, we always want to start off with a Meet the Team segment. So I want to give you the floor now to kind of give us the names that are going to turn some heads in Ram country and some new names that are going to be exciting to watch this year as well.
Yeah. So we have 6 seniors on the varsity baseball team this year. 5 of them are returning lettermen, which is really going to help anchor our team this year. Coming back is Kyle Bickerstaff. Last year he hit 490, I believe. Another one, he plays first base, pitches. He's one of our top pitchers. Mark Bunch, another great arm. He plays center, first, pitches for us. He swings a bat like I've never seen before. So I think he hit 450 last year. Peyton Zupko, another one, plays third. He can pretty much play anywhere. He pitches as well. So Ty Tamburo, another pitcher for us, starting shortstop. So we have 4 really good arms. Hopefully, in this tough conference that we're in, that'll help pave the way for success. And then you have Aaron Myers, returning senior, and Zach James coming out for the first time this year. Super smart kid, picks up on the game well. Unbelievable athlete, was the starting point guard for the basketball team. So he's going to really help us a lot along the way too. And then after that, we are loaded with sophomores and freshmen. So there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to have to come up and step up, and we're starting to see who can. So that's going to be the success to the season. Really, is these young guys and these seniors helping carry these young guys along throughout that varsity season.
And talking about that too, I mean, Mineral Ridge is a program that is pretty well known to a baseball community wise, and it seems like a lot of people in the MVAC, they talk about Mineral Ridge. So just take me into that community and everything, and take me into it, and tell me why it's so special for these community members for this baseball team, because it seems like you guys get great support year in and year out.
Oh, every year, it's unbelievable. This is mine and my staff's first year there, and so far everybody's gone above and beyond to give us everything that we need to help these guys to put a good product out on the field. So, I mean, the school's gone out. Anything we've needed that they didn't have, they went out and got for us. The community, Little League, they're behind us. I'm in communication with them quite a bit about, like kid camps and getting those kids more involved with our program and kind of having the high school kids kind of give back to the kids, because those young kids really look up to the high school kids. So, I mean, there's so much support in the community. It really is unbelievable. And then you have, like I said, Little League. I think he said 200 kids signed up for Little League. So the numbers in the Little League program are off the charts as well. So hopefully that keeps carrying on, because baseball around the valley, you look at some Little Leagues and their numbers are down, and theirs seem to be picking up. So that should help the program too along the way.
Kind of going into that some more, just shout out some of those assistants and some of those other big names inside this program. I mean, you talk about taking over 1 year, but I mean, still getting numbers. There's something that these kids are buying into, and they want to play baseball in the community. So to shout out some of those other names that are really helping keep the youth interest vested.
Yeah, so the Little League, the president is Aaron Wallace, and I think he's been in the area for a while. He moved up here. He seemed to have really have these kids buying into what baseball is about. He's doing things the right way. And then assistant wise on us, we came from McDonald. All those guys came with me. So it's me, Bill Lift, Ray Lewis, and Jeff Hosey. And we've been coaching together for the last 7 years. So we know each other real well. And that kind of helps take pressure off me and those other guys. We all kind of know what we expect from each other and what we expect from the players. So it's nice having those same 4 voices. If you're not around or you're helping out doing something else, those guys are preaching the same stuff as you.
When you're going into your first year too, you're trying to set a culture here for Mineral Ridge, and competing in this tough conference. That's going to obviously be tough to do, but I mean, iron sharpens iron. So what is this culture you're trying to
So,
set with Mineral Ridge, and what do you want it to mean to be a Ram?
so this year was the first, like I said, first year there. So we kind of implemented things that we've done in the past. Like I come from the Niles McKinley program. That's where I played. That's where I started coaching. So we kind of implemented a weightlifting program there, brought that to McDonald when we were there. And we're at Middle Ridge, and it's the same thing. You know, these guys, athletes are made in the weight room, you know, and the seniors, they were 100% bought in all through the winter. We started lifting the second week of November, and they were all in the whole way. So just bringing that and just playing hard. That, you know, that's the game. You just want to play hard every play, you know, hustle, do the right things, and everything will fall into place. And that's kind of the mentality we're trying to bring there, because there's a ton of talent in Ridge, and I know they haven't had the best seasons lately, and that's what we're hoping to change.
I mean, the tough conferences that you guys are going to be playing in too. I mean, let's just shout out this schedule that you're going to have out in front of you too. I mean, you play in the MVAC Scarlet. You got the likes of Reserve and Milton and Waterloo, Lowville, all kinds of great teams in there. Talk about playing in that kind of conference and some non-conference games you're excited for your guys to have a chance to compete with this season.
Yeah, so obviously it's a tough conference. I mean, year in and year out, Springfield is usually the team to beat. Jackson-Milton, another, they always have really good arms. They're well coached. Western Reserve is another one. McDonald's going to be good. It's just every day you have to show up and play. And then non-conference wise, I mean, we have Garfield, East Palestine, Crestview, Columbiana, Heartland Christian's another good school, and then Niles. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough grind, but that's what you want when you're heading into the tournament. You know, you want to play this competition so your guys are ready when the tough times come in the tournament, because that's a tough grind, you know, and to be successful, you have to play those bigger schools, those and get that competition kind of get them used to it, you know. So that's, I mean, our schedule's tough. It's never going to get easy.
You're a newer face to Mineral Ridge, but you said too, not a new face to coaching, but in all your years of coaching and obviously playing time before, what's the biggest thing you've learned from player to coach? And I guess another question that would be good is what would Coach Ragozine tell player Anthony Ragozine?
Just kind of, that's a good question. Just kind of live in the moment. Don't let your emotions take control of you. You know, it's an emotional game, but you have to be able to control that. You know, if you're on the pitching mound and things aren't going your way, you just can't lose control of that. You have to be able to control yourself and kind of stay even keel throughout the whole game, and the season, really, because you're going to have really high moments and you're going to have really low moments during a season, during a game, and you just kind of got to stay even keel and not get too high on the too high hopes and down in the dumps, because baseball it's a tough game to play. You're gonna have success and you're gonna have your struggles. You just kind of have to keep on that plane and ride it out, and success will come that way.
I think no doubt too. We know baseball is one of those sports too, where year to year you can see some of the most tremendous growth in a player too. Talk to me a little bit about the growth that you've seen too from these players too. Obviously, you've had a chance you've seen film on them. You know of what you're coming back from this year. What have you seen growth wise from some of the younger players and the returning players?
So the seniors, maturity factor. They've matured quite a bit, even since November. You know, they didn't know me. I really didn't know them. Like, I knew Ty Tamburo from when we were at McDonald's, so we kind of we had a relationship from that. But those other guys, you know, they didn't really know me. And gradually, you know, as time went on, we're tight knit. You know, we say we're a family because we are. You know, you're with each other. You're playing 22 games in 30 days. You're practicing 6 days a week. You know, you're with each other a lot. So you're going to have your tough times and your good times. But, you know, we just preach family. And those older guys, you can see the growth, like on pitching wise, and them learning what they're doing wrong. And you don't even have to coach them on it. They're just picking up on it from what you've told them previously. And the young guys too, it's just getting more at bats. And I mean, we have, like I said, we had 19 kids out. We have 13 sophomores and freshmen. So those guys just getting used to seeing varsity pitching and stuff like that. And you could see him starting to grow on that. They haven't seen really a good curveball until now, and somebody throwing hard till now. So they're starting to kind of get their feet wet and grow on that. And they're getting better with their swings and seeing that stuff. So it's positives, and just pitchers too, the learning, like the young kids just learning mechanically how to pitch the right way and how to throw curveballs the right way. So you're seeing it every day. They're getting better and better.
Where does this love for coaching originate, and what kind of keeps you coming back to it year in and year out and wanting to keep on doing this?
Yeah, so I mean, I played high school baseball. I had an opportunity to play college. Decided I didn't want to do that, and that following year, I kind of regretted it. So I got a hold of Mike and Arian Niles because TC and him were my coaches there, and he pulled me along, said, "Yeah, let's go. Come on the staff," and I just wanted to help kids progress, get better at the game, learn the game. I mean, I like giving back to the kids. I think it's an unselfish thing to do, and that's what it's about. I'm doing it for the kids. I don't do it for me. I just like to see kids get better at the game of baseball, the game that we all love. That's why we're playing it. So, I mean, that's the reason that I did it, and that's the reason I've been doing it for the last 14 years.
I mean, there's no doubt then, too, with the amount of coaching that you've done in the area and around different schools, as well as I do, no two teams are the same year in and year out. Yeah. So going into this season, what do you think about this particular team is going to be so unique about the way that you're going to coach them?
I think our pitching is definitely our strongest point on the team. Like I said, we have four returning pitchers from last year, and they're four really, really good pitchers. So you have weeks where we're going to play 4 conference games, and we got the horses for it. So I think that's going to be our strongest aspect of the season, is just the way we pitch. And I really think that with the 4 guys we got, we can make some noise in the conference.
Coach, before we let you go, a question I want to give for you, and it's one we actually ask a lot of our students, but I like extending the same question to our coaches because I think it's important to see for the students aspect the same side for the coaches. What is it that motivates you, or when you're having those down days, or when things don't seem to be going right? What do you use to motivate you, either through the sport of baseball or even just through life?
Yeah, I mean, tough times they come and go. I mean, that's part of life. Nothing in life is easy. Nothing's given to you. You can't let those times bring you down. You just got to kind of grind through them, keep grinding, and hopefully at the end of that, something positive comes out of it.
Anthony Ragozine of the Mineral Ridge Rams Baseball Club. They're going to be competing in that tough Scarlet MVAC conference. You could catch them on ysnlive.com. As Coach, I'm sure we're going to be talking to you again multiple times throughout the season, and we hope to have you on the show again real soon.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.